How to manage several projects. In this video, I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to cover this topic with some, I would say, granular advice that you can implement tomorrow. And I hope you are excited because I am. And if you're interested in that, please stay with us on this video. Okay, let's get down to it step by step, how to manage multiple projects. By the way, I've already given you the advice to follow the rules of flow, to limit your projects below 5, to chunk your activities, to time block your days, have a set time to interact, vice versa, between your project manager and superintendent, and how to follow some production principles. But these are a little bit different. Number one, you've got to stop being the only hub because it's going to waste a lot of your time. The more you can enable what I would call your deputies, or enable the team through visual systems, so any problem they can solve at their level, they will. That will reduce the dependency on you. So stop being the hub for everything and start enabling people through multiplier leadership. Number two, and this is crucial, create one weekly operating cadence that does work around you for what you have to be the hub for. That's not great grammar in English, but here's what I would do if I was me. I would, if I'm the project manager, and I'm just looking at it from their job because typically that's what happens. It can happen to supers too. I would literally plan out my life and find out what I need to do for myself and my family, time block that as leader standard work, and then find out when on each project I'm going to meet with the team, when on each project daily am I going to huddle, and when on each project am I going to interface with the owner. And have that be a normal cadence and set up a field cadence for the field supers, which would include the team meeting, strategic planning, weekly planning with the trades, daily afternoon foreman huddles, and then the morning worker huddles on their projects with visual huddle boards. So setting up that cadence is crucial. Third, make sure you know when you're going to solve problems. You have constraints, which are system problems on your jobs, and you have roadblocks, which are things in the way. And I recommend checking in cross-functionally between field and office every morning to help remove roadblocks and adjust constraints. And so you could call that time blocking your roadblock removal and constraint adjustment time. And what it does is it allows you to set up your day and then set up your activities and time block the rest of your day based around the needs of the field. And that's quite remarkable. 4, I've already said it, but I have to say it again, make everything visual. If people have to call you, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? I sound like the genie. I sound like Robin Williams in the Disney cartoon Aladdin, the genie. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Like, I hope you get, if you know, you know. But like, that shouldn't happen. If you are providing information, if you're preparing work packages, if you're lining people out, it should be on a visual board or it should be on a visual field huddle board. Everything visual, everything seeable. We have to remember, all lean systems are seeing systems. And so don't be a bottleneck, get everything to where it's visual. And then delegate and enable the team. If we're following the extreme ownership model from Jocko Willink and Leif Babin, then you will know that it comes down to providing all of the right human and I would say temporal resources, meaning the people and the resources, to accomplish the project, to make sure the person understands and is motivated to do it and has the complete set of circumstances to accomplish their work, that it is their plan that you helped review, and then they can own it. And then if there's a problem with it, you still as a leader own it, but you can't literally segment your forces, delegate, and expect them to be accountable for it if it wasn't their plan. So what you're going to have to do is, now that you're not the hub, now that you have the right systems, you have the right meetings, you have the right visuals, is make sure that it's the field superintendents and foremen's plan that you have provided a second set of eyes, and that from a leadership perspective, you are enabling them to execute their plan and become accountable for it, and that you are clearing the way of roadblocks and enabling them in every way possible. And so that's how you run multiple projects. There's lots more advice. I've done 5 videos about this topic. And so I'm going to recommend that you watch all of them because they're quite genius. The content, not me. Although if you think I'm genius, that's cool too. But I just want to say this is the core advice I can give you that you can implement tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Reach out to me if you have any questions in the comment section. On we go.